I'm from the M-I-S-S-I, S-S-I, P-P-I.
Hold up, wait a minute, let me put my 2 cents in it, cause my rims on my truck, they still spinning. Welcome to Swishes Swashing TV, doing another truck stop interview. We have one of our main guests here at Swishes Swashing TV. We have James. Welcome back, James. How's it going?
Oh man, it's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. I'm back, and just to say, you people caught a couple of my past interviews. This is me, this is James, and I'm open to any questions that is to say, about my past or what I'm going through now. Life is hard, and sometimes we have to face it every day. I face it every day. The struggle you go through, of the heat and the burning sun and the rain and all these things that we have to go through in order just to maintain and live. Money's not everything. Money is the source you need to obtain things with. And sometimes, we all need to make it. And I've been without work, and I've been it for a good while. I've been out here for all been home 32 years.
I think this is your 4th interview with me, right, James?
Mm-hmm.
Or 5th? Let me see. 1. This is your 4th, 5th. We're almost checking to it, but the last time, I have to point this out, James. Last time we did it, you had a lot more meat on your bones.
I did.
I see you lost a lot of weight.
Yeah. Well, you'll do the. I was. I was in jail a while.
You was in jail?
And they pat me up a little bit, but then again, it was over a misunderstanding. A misunderstanding. I'm out here, man. It's a misunderstanding.
So what you go to jail for?
Well, I actually went to jail for, so they say, it was a misunderstanding between me and another guy. And a disturbance struck out. Just so happened to be at the wrong place at the wrong time, and it mistook me for something. But it's worked out now.
How long was you locked up
no
for?
One was hurt. No one was really hurt or nothing was taken, so I'm okay.
How long was you locked up for?
5 months.
5 months?
Yeah.
It's been 5 months since the last time we did an interview?
No, the last time we did an interview was probably a couple of months.
No, I'm talking about this time. Oh, so this is something you was talking later, okay.
But my first interview is when I was really down to the bone. Like, I'm getting there again now, but changes happen. But
yeah. So how is these streets treating you?
How's today?
I said, how's these streets treating you?
These streets, they've always been. As long as on this side of town, it's okay. But I would dare not go in some parts of the street out there with the way the world is now. People are hurting out here. People are starving, and there are people out here suffering. Some of them live in tents. Some of them live up. You've seen the news. People out are hurting. They need help more than to be hassled. We need help more than to be hassled. But we shouldn't touch into ourselves. All the reason why we're in places like this is because, well, what if we get no aid in? What we get nothing in from the government? What we bound to do? We can't get work. It's things that we need help with, and hopefully the city will help us with.
So James, I have to ask you this question, because like last time you were so healthy when I saw you, you were just getting back out here. You went home with your mom for a while. What brought you back out here?
Well, life on life terms is so wonderful sometimes.
You said what?
Life on life terms isn't so. I deal with life on life terms.
Yeah.
But some days we have good days. Sometimes we have bad days. But no matter what, I can never. That's really a hard question why I left home. It wouldn't be like I wouldn't be a burden. It's just she's up in age now, and I really need to. I really just need to venture out and see what comes of it all. If I can attain work, that's great. That's what I've been trying to do.
Is it pretty much fighting the addiction? Did the addiction bring you back?
Addiction is part of it. I was doing good at since I last interview, but I have some. Cost me 5 months in jail and down to the bone now, as you can tell.
No, since the last time I saw you, that's when you had the weight on you.
I did.
And it's only been probably like 2 or 3 months since then. You been in jail in between that?
No.
Oh, that was before. Okay. That was,
that was before.
Yeah. So, how is it? Just give us a rundown. How is it living out here, day to day, and what's the mindset of just being out here?
Well, there are things that you do and things that you can't do, and there are rules out here, and there are certain laws as well, and it pertains to anybody, everybody, and about respect as well. So you have to have respect for anyone out here. If respect to live a nice life, because people out here are an everyday person. People out here are hurting. People out here, they don't like to be lied to. They don't like to be, especially don't like to be stolen. That's a no-go out here. We don't take things anymore.
Is it like a different world being homeless? It's just like living in a different world.
Well, out here it is. It's out here to me, compared to my life back home, it is a different world completely. Because out here you have to survive by means of necessary. So if you're out here, so yeah. But hopefully, like I said, there's parts you go, there's parts you don't go. But on this side, I'm okay. But venture out into other parts of the area would be a wise thing.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to put myself. I was just trying to get the viewers and get the viewers to understand like the lifestyle, because like Sissy, I just did an interview with her. She said homeless people is just treated so differently.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, we are. Even if you're homeless, you're somebody. Somebody's everybody. And God is in all of us. So we should really have respect for people and know that God is in them as well. God's in me.
I think they can barely hear you.
God is in everything. Everything is God's. He belongs. So we belong to Him. Why would I want to go out and cuss some man or take something from a man when I know that God is in him? And I shouldn't do that. But we also treat people with respect. We don't have to live in fear or live in we have to live one day at a time. And knowing that God is above and watching over us no matter what we do. Sometimes we suffer, but He knows the real answer at the end of it, because there is a silver lining at the end of the rainbow. And I've been out here for 2 years, off and on, 32 years. I'm struggling with addiction of all sorts, and sickness and disease is all somewhere. And just a lot of us don't want to addiction, but yeah, we're people. We're human, and we're not someone to a garbage zone or something. A lot of us don't live in those or go through those. It's just we're human too. And we're sick. Some of us are sick, but we're still human. We're still that of God.
Yeah.
And words of God shall remain.
Yeah. Is homeless, do it like become a lifestyle that some people like, they don't want to go back to a regular life because of the freedom? Do a lot of people fall into that category?
Well, a lot of people might be out here because of depression, because of life, like I said earlier about life terms, that can result in pressure being out here or losing what they have, and then result in being out here. Whatever the result may be, at least out here is what we are. We're still people, with that same loving heart as anyone else. We have some problems, and I have problems. We all have problems.
Just give all your viewers some insight, because I know the interviews I do with you.
Yeah.
Want to be able to connect to the people. Want to be able to connect to the people more. You want to be able to connect to them, and just like give them some insight and even some stories, some wisdom, just some real like.
Well, there was one time when I was out here, I was fixing in a two-man tent, an old tent, two-man tent, that I bought a guy for $5, and I woke up and the sound of rain, light rain. I said, well, this don't get that bad. All of a sudden, here comes a downflood of rain. I'm not here by the creek down here on the bank. The water rose. I got scared. I grabbed what I had, which wasn't but a little small tent and a shirt, and a lighter. I had a lighter and whatever little cans of food I could put in a little bag, And the pouring rain just coming down hard. No sleeping bag, No, it was cold that night, and I ran out of the woods, but I tripped over a log and I fell, and everything went on the ground, and then I just sat there, I rolled up, looking at the rain, and cried, little baby. I said, what can I do? Where can I go? Sometimes it scared me like that, but so I said, I prayed. I said, so God said, go to get up, grab your stuff, and find shelter. So my shelter was up under the bridge. I lay there all night like that. The next morning, what did I do? I had everything gone. So I hooked a little money. I got me a light. It was still wet that morning. And I went and got me some more pallets, some more broken pallets. Maybe a little fire.
Speak up just a little bit louder. Speak up.
Maybe a little fire, and it got real nice and warm with that little fire that morning. And I put my clothes off, dried it out under a bridge now by myself. And I finally got it dried off.
And this was in the wintertime?
Yeah, this was in the wintertime.
So, but that was cold.
It was. It was cold.
So you stayed right by that bridge, so the bridge kind of water rised up, so you could have got flooded out, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, the flood happened anyway. But when I went back there, my little campsite was gone. It was full of water. So now I got to think about where am I going to go now? I really go in shelters because stealing happens in shelters, and people steal from you anyway. Or things happen in those places. But I've always been a loner type guy. I did things alone, basically all my life, and I do things alone. And there's no shame in being alone. But loneliness can be great. Loneliness can hurt. Loneliness pain. Because you want someone to provide a friend. And I make friends with animals of all kinds. I love animals, but they're not really someone you can talk to. Like I'm talking to myself.
Yeah.
And I talk to myself. I do. It's not that I'm crazy. It's just that, sometimes, being alone really helps you think. And without someone trying to steal from me, or rob you, or take your life, or something like that. That's life. That's life on life's terms. You have to somehow deal with it. And how am I going to deal with it sometimes? I really don't know. But I come with a solution. The solution is always a solution. As long as you pray and do the best you can. And like I said, I wind up here again. But what can I say? Life on life's terms, and here I am again.
Do you live in this village right down here? The little village right there?
I used to. I don't anymore.
Because I would like to do a tour in that village. I would like to do a tour one day. With somebody who lived there, who's comfortable though, because I would like to do. I know Slizell used to live there, but I heard he left town.
He did.
Or did he leave town, or he just went to another location?
He went to a rehab.
Oh, he went to a rehab. That's great. That's great.
But
So
a lot of people may need that in order to understand things more. I had never been in a rehab.
yeah,
So I don't know how that acts or what it is. It's about power. I don't know. But I know power of God. I know His power is the most in the entire kingdom of creation.
yeah. I know in that little village they got generators and cars and everything, don't it? It's kind of really like a real village, ain't it?
It is.
The person who got a generator, do they sell electricity to the other people in their tents?
Mm-hmm.
Like they get a cord and sell them electricity?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Like that, But please don't make me lie.
Yeah, okay.
But I really don't know for sure.
Yeah.
But I think so.
Yeah, because I know it's a whole little village down there. Now, I heard there's another one up the street, because our sister said they got their own little private spot. And I know you say you like to be private too.
Yeah, but when sometimes if you go to a private spot, there's 5 people that move in on you don't know, and then I work hard. A little bit I do have when I can work, but I wouldn't want that to be taken from me too than what I have all that time. Worried about you have to hold on to a pair of pants, hold on to a pair of socks, or someone will surely take it from you. I mean, not walk up things, but they take it from you when you're not there, or still from. Although you do have, what can we have? That's why we need stuff like tents, blankets, anything you guys can drop off down there in the village. We are so very, very deep of it. And anytime, any day, if you could, God bless y'all.
Yep, I just gave Sissy a bunch of clothes. She said she didn't have any clothes. My wife was getting rid of some stuff, and she was telling me to set them out. I was like, no, I know some people. who can use this.
We're in
And
need
she
of
got a
all
lot of, she got some robes and everything.
Yeah, but a lot of people they get things, but a lot of people like to hoard things too.
Like to what?
Instead of giving it to people who really need them. You know, like even people in the villages, they tend to hoard stuff.
Yeah.
And I know that they do, but take something that someone else might need and hoard for their own use. You know, we all need everything. You know, I mean, one person can't have it all. You know.
Yeah.
And if they did, would they share it? I don't know.
Yeah. And you lost my number because we're supposed to be doing those skits, so you can make a couple dollars.
Yeah.
But you lost my number. But I know Sissy said she was up here, and even her husband, who never met me, they said it was up here looking for my truck. And she thought like she never could find me. But I told her I park at the other truck stop now. And so they know I'm going to be at the other truck stop. But I told her I still ride around this one before I go home sometime. But it'd be late when I get here, just to see if I see one of you guys out here. But, yep, I've been parking at the other truck stop.
Okay.
Yep, so that's where I've been. So, you still be over here at this one?
Yeah, basically, if they don't run me off, I'm over here, you know, when I can, you know, because the only reason why is because, you know, like I said, you know, life turns, you know, we deal with it every day. I have to deal with myself every day, whether I'm out of something or if I need something. I have to go to the source in sometimes to get things. But there's also a place called the Shower Power on Friday that they have been themselves to me, and they were one that goes there. And my congratulations to them. That they really these missions around here that give out. You know, they are really truly God bless people.
They've been giving you showers over here?
Mm-hmm.
That's great, because I told Missy them call me because I got unlimited showers.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, like if I'm at home that week, I come straight over here because I'm not far away from here. So if they need showers, or if you need showers, I'll come straight over here. And then also, what was one more thing I wanted to talk about before we get out of here? Because, yep, I think that was a good little follow-up. But, yep, this is about your fourth time, James. You've been making some appearance. After a while, you go use a regular on here. Use a regular over here. Before you know it,
there's a couple out here that may have been here longer than I have been, but for being regular being up here.
No, a regular on the Swiss Watcher Show.
Right.
The regular on the Swiss Watcher Show. You done earned your spot on the Swiss Watcher Show. Like I'm, you know, whenever you see me, you want to do an update. You earn your spot on the Swiss Watcher Show, and the channel is growing, and you've been growing with it, and hopefully one day your numbers will be phenomenal. That cash app gonna be ringing, and I'll be able to offer you more cash for doing these because it's growing and more cash is coming in.
I sure appreciate it.
But
not just for me, but I would take it and do tremendous things with it. You know, that would help, and maybe even the community. You know, if I can. But thank you.
But before you go, I always ask this here. Before you go, you either can tell us a good joke, a good story, or just give us a good goodbye, a good not goodbye, a good outro. But if you can give us just before you get out of here, give us you got any good jokes. In a good story, just a little quick something that you could just have with your watch, your James fans. Because I know it's somebody who didn't watch every last one of yours. So if there's any James fans out there, you got anything for your James fans?
If there's some James fans out there, as far as jokes, I'm kind of. My mind is blank for some reason. I don't know why. Because usually I can come up with a good joke. But since I can't come up with a good joke, I'm just going to say, like you said, with a long goodbye, you know, sayonara.
Sayonara.
I hope I see you on the other side.
All right, James, I thank you for sitting down with us again. on here, Swiss and Swashy Show. It's always good. It's always good to give an update and sit down and chat with you. And hopefully next time you have a good joke for your James fans.
I'm working on that now. I've got something in mind, and when I come up with that joke, you will know that this is going to be an awesome joke. I promise.
Y'all hear that, on the fans?
It's going to be awesome.
The James fans, y'all hear that, don't it? He gonna have a good joke for y'all. And still, I know he ain't got no cash up. Before I even ask him, do you got cash out?
Do I have cash?
Cash out. Nope, he don't got cash out, but the same, I'm gonna put my cash up there. Anybody that wanna donate to James, hit that cash up and we'll make sure James get it. And other than that, Swishy Swashy, we out. Peace.
I'm from the M-I-S-S-I. S-S-I. P-P-I.
Hold up, wait a minute, let me put my 2 cents in it. Cause my rims on my truck, they still spinning.
I'm from the M.